Hey, it's Guard
And Deb.
and Chippy. And we just wanted to do a quick little video comparing our journeys in a Class B, specifically a Coach and Beyond, and a small camper, a GeoPro 15TB. And this will work with any Class B compared to any small camper. So the main thing is the Class B. We love traveling in a Class B because it's real easy. You just get in, you drive it like you're driving a car or a truck. Easy to park, easy to go places. You can pull into a small parking lot and turn around and get out if you had to. You don't have to worry about planning a path if you're pulling a trailer or a small camper. And another little simple thing is like when you're driving down the road and you want something to drink, it's real simple just to pull over into a parking lot, uh, jump out of the front seat, go back to the refrigerator, grab a soda, make a bag of popcorn, whatever, and get back on the road. Whereas in the camper, you can do the same thing, but you got to pull over, you got to park, you got to open the camper door, throw the stairs down, go inside, get what you want, go out, close the stair, put the stairs back up, close the door, get back in the Jeep, and drive. And if it's raining, that could even be a little bit of a problem.
That's
But
a big plus,
yeah,
actually, having everything
yes,
with like it's a step saving kitchen type
yeah.
setup. It's really close. It's nice.
And so that's really nice. I mean, just the fact that you can treat it like you're just a Class B, like you're just driving a truck, and you just pull in, you park it, you go to a Walmart or a Cracker Barrel. That's where a lot of times we spend the night at Walmart's, Cracker Barrels, and places like that. And you pull in, you take up basically one parking spot. You don't have to take up a huge parking area. With the camper, it's a small camper. You can kind of pull in and just take up two spots that are connected to each other. If it's bigger, we have a 19-foot now, so we traded in our little 15-footer. So now we're going to take up more parking spots, which is, it's not that much of a problem. But just the handiness of having a Class B beats the heck out of us towing a camper. But on the other side of the coin, the camper is great for camping, not traveling, but camping, because we can pull into a campground and set up camp and disconnect the Jeep or truck or tow vehicle, and we can drive around and explore and see things. Whereas with the Class B, if we set up camp, we'd have to break camp every time we wanted to drive somewhere. Make sure all the kitchen cabinets, everything's off the counter so you don't drive off and be dumping stuff around. So camping in a camper is wonderful compared to a Class B. And just for the fact that you set up camp once and you do whatever you want. And when you're ready to leave for that stay at the campground, you break camp at that point and you drive off. Uh, but on the other side of the coin, having a Class B, if you do break camp and go off and go traveling somewhere for the day, you don't have to worry, oh, did I leave my wallet in the camper, or did I leave my camera in the camper? You have everything with you. If you want something to eat, you've got your refrigerator and you got your stove and microwave with you. So that's nice too. But as a general rule, I'd say that having a camper, setting up camp one time, exploring the area, and coming back to a set up camper makes a camper great. Um, we're going to use the camper basically for extended camping trips where we're going to, like, for example, we're going to Key West coming up pretty soon. This will be our second trip to Key West in a camper, and we're going to be there for a month. So setting up one time for a month is a lot better than setting up for a month, breaking down every day, breaking camp every day to go explore the islands and stuff. So what are your thoughts on?
Oh, yeah, exactly what you said. Um, so when we went to Key West this past time, we went to Key West about a month and a half ago, and we were in the GeoPro 15TB, and it was nice, like you say, because we just parked it there. And where we camp is, even to get out of the military base or the naval base that we camp on, is probably a half a mile of walking. So having the Jeep available to run into town was really great. Because we didn't walk into town this time. In the past we probably walked 5 miles a day, but that's not going to happen anymore. The feet can't take that. So yeah, having the Jeep to drive into town was a must-have. So that was great. And the Jeep Gladiator is really pretty easy to park. Really can't say we had much trouble parking it in Key West and getting close to where we wanted to go. So having the Jeep to drive into town made a difference, like night and day on this past trip.
Yeah, especially in Key West, because they have like some strict parking rules there. You can't park a vehicle over 20 feet, and our van's 22 foot long. So that kind of makes it a little bit more difficult. Sometimes they'll give you tickets, sometimes they won't. But with the Jeep Gladiator, we had no problem parking.
Yeah, and it's kind of crowded. It is crowded, but you kind of get used to finding places.
Yeah,
you figure it out. So that was good. Yeah, the parking. And as far though as critiquing the 15TB, I know that's probably great for many people, but we discovered that it didn't work for me because I needed something that was a little bit more of a actual chair than just sitting on the bench with a few pillows behind me at night. Like, sitting on the bench was almost like sitting on this couch, and honestly, I don't sit on this couch.
Yeah.
This is the guest couch.
Yeah.
I sit in my very comfortable recliner that is off camera. Mm-hmm. So I don't sit on this because my neck would hurt.
Yeah.
So, and maybe a lot of people have that problem. You need a really good seat, especially after a long day of having fun. You need a good place to sit. And the 15TB didn't provide that for me. Plus, you had to break it down and put it back together every night. And it was actually more trouble than doing that in the Class B. The Class B has a power sofa that reclines and you just fill it in. It was a little bit easier to me.
Yeah.
And actually, the Class B to me had more room than the 15TB had, because you also have the driver and passenger seating area in the Class B to stow things while you're camping.
Mm-hmm. And the bedding goes behind the seat.
Yeah.
So
and
actually,
that wasn't the case in the 15TB. It was really less roomy.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, it was very similar in size, but the layout just didn't work for us. I thought it would work. We bought it with great hopes, the 15TB,
Mm-hmm.
and after about 6 weeks in it, we decided,
well,
it's better to have something a little bit bigger.
Well, for example, like many people probably can sleep in the 15TB without adding the tabletop in the middle and making it like a big, huge queen-size bed or king-size bed. But Guard couldn't sleep on one of those.
Yeah, too short.
Too short, and they're a little narrow. I think a slimmer person could do it.
Yeah, the bed's 30 inches wide and it was 74
which is
long.
wider than in the if you had that same setup, benches in your beyond, they would only be about 25 inches wide.
No, 28, I think.
28, okay.
26 or 28.
Measure it yourself.
Yeah.
Look at the
I think
specs,
it's 26 or 28.
they are a little narrower than what was in the 15TB.
Yeah, so the 15TB was a nice
Yeah,
wide
there's
bed,
some things, but
but it was only 74 inches long, and I need 78 to be comfortable.
Yeah.
I'm tall.
And I think the worst part for me was the fact that I did not have a ergonomic, orthopedic approved place to sit each night.
Yeah,
So that was the negative.
Yeah.
But I did love the fact that we could leave it there and run around in the Jeep. But then, that's not the only way we camp. Normally, we really don't stay at campgrounds for very long. We really
travel.
Got accustomed, having the Coachman Class B Beyond, got accustomed to traveling a lot, which is good and bad. Maybe if we camped somewhere, we would visit an area more in depth. And we did camp a little bit, but I think we spent, well, not because we wanted to, but because we could only get 3 nights, because it's kind of hard to get, accommodations or reservations at the national parks. Like in Yellowstone, we only had 3 nights, but it worked okay in the Class B. Might have been better with the Jeep to just run around in, but we made it work. But in the Class B, yeah, we drive a lot, travel a lot. We cover a lot of miles. We stay at the Cracker Barrels a lot. Actually like them, maybe better than Walmart's even.
They quiet at night, and you got some good food.
Yeah, but however, yeah.
We enjoy Cracker Barrel just for the fact that when we wake up in the morning, we can have a nice breakfast and get on the road, or if we get there early enough, we can have a nice dinner that night and then get on the road early.
Yeah.
But Cracker Barrels are great.
And it's kind of economical for us because the secret to us staying slim is that we sometimes we like to share the Sunday chicken dinner, and it's like 2 big, huge chicken breasts, and you can get some of that white gravy, which is very slimming, to go on it. And we each get a one side, and we usually get the baked potato, the loaded baked potato. But so actually, it's really a big meal.
It's a big meal. But we split that.
Yeah, we split it, so that works out real good. But out west, even the Walmarts are fine. I think that's more widely accepted out west. We see a lot of people at Walmarts out west.
Yeah, west of the Mississippi, we stay at Walmarts. Yeah. East of the Mississippi, we like Cracker Barrels. It's just kind of, and we like casinos, parking lots, and stuff like that. So traveling, hands down, the Coach and Beyond Class B is wonderful. Any Class B.
You can't beat that Coach and Class B Beyond, right? It has 600 amp hours of lithium battery.
Yes.
So you can just pop out of the bed in the morning and make coffee with your coffee pot.
It's like we're plugged in almost. We're like 90% plugged in, it feels like.
Yeah, you just don't run things simultaneously. Like you're not going to be microwaving and making coffee at the same time, or toasting and making coffee. But you can toast. You run the microwave on the battery. You can even run the air conditioner. You just I love the Class B, but there's times when the camper is good too.
Yeah, so traveling, can't beat the Class B. For extended camping trips where you're going to be parked for 3, 4, 5 days, a month, you can't beat the camper.
Yeah.
So by having both of these, we have our bases covered really pretty good. I think just because of the fact that we do have the Class B and the camper, that it just opens up a nice possibilities for us. If we just had the Class B, that would be great too. Just a camper, that would be great too. It's just going out and traveling and seeing things and just getting away from, your hustle and bustle of the city and going out into out west and exploring it's really great. I mean, to us, it's very relaxing. And if you had either Class B, a small C, a travel trailer, any of those things are great. But for us, the small travel trailer, it's 19 foot long, and a Class B, we could even tow the travel trailer with our Class B if we wanted to.
That's what I was just thinking. While you were talking, I was thinking, how can we bring both of them with us?
Yeah.
And that's the answer, right?
It's just...
but we don't have the Jeep, though.
Yeah, but we wouldn't have the Jeep.
Yeah.
Our trailers pretty much would be maxing out the Class B Ford Transit. If we had a Mercedes Sprinter, wouldn't be a problem. We could pull that trailer, but it's nice to have the wheels to get around. For example, we go out to Moab or something. We could even drag that trailer down some roads. It's kind of not off road, but it's kind of unpaved road capable. So we could go out into BLM land and stuff like that, and disconnect the trailer and then just go off on trails in the Jeep, which would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, y'all probably don't believe this since we do own 2 modes of camping, but we're a little frugal, and you know, you can't take that money with you, so that's why we're enjoying two modes of camping. But it's nice to be able to, and for those of you who have the opportunity to, as we do, um, we're very thankful for that, is to stay at military campgrounds.
Yeah.
So that's how I think we're going to enjoy the camper a lot. Because I'm, in my mind, I'm going to plan a trip all the way out to the West Coast, and maybe we'll stay in some military campgrounds in California, or
Up the Oregon coast.
yeah, Oregon, and then we can leave the camper there, because I like to think that the camper is secure when we leave it.
Yeah,
and then we can drive around in the Gladiator.
I feel pretty safe leaving my camper at a military campground, except I've heard some stories where, like in Key West, because you're right there on the water, that a boat, somebody could come ashore on a small boat and come up and steal your generator. I don't know. But
who wants to stick around the campground guarding their generator all day?
So that's why they make padlocks. But generally speaking, traveling with the camper, staying at military bases, just going out west is great. So if you have a chance to buy a Class B, check out the Coach and Beyonds or the Gallerias. I prefer the Beyond because it's on a Ford chassis. And we have the Geo Pro. It's a lightweight little camper, and we'll be doing a lot more videos on it.
I like it because one thing that I got used to having a Coachman Class B is we have an inverter. And the Geo Pro has an inverter.
Small, but it has an inverter.
Yeah, but it's already wired in for it, and so you don't have quite the battery capacity.
Yeah. Well, that's going to be worked on. I've already made some changes. There'll be another video on what we've done to our power situation.
Yeah.
Because I would love to have my camper equivalent to my Coach and Beyond, which is a beast. I love it. 600 amp hours, a battery, just you can't beat it. So hopefully my camper will be that way someday soon.
I was gonna say, so what have we decided? You know, I know we've been all over the place with this video. So
if you travel,
what's the bottom line?
If you travel, spend a night here and a night there, Class B is wonderful. If you're setting up camp for several days at a time or a week at a time, a camper is wonderful.
If you're going to a lot of congested traffic, I'd want the Class B, I think.
Yeah.
You're going to be towing something through, say,
Miami.
Decided you want to go downtown you want to go visit South Beach. I don't think I want to be carrying a camper there.
No, you'd have to have a place to leave it.
Or down through New Orleans, or some of New England was pretty tight and tiny and congested, little places in New England. So
you have to have a place to park your camper when you go out and explore.
So with the camper, you do, I think, need to plan ahead just a little bit more. Yeah. Definitely, you have to plan ahead, because even just quick pull in and pull out for gas is not that easy. But the size we have isn't that bad, is it? I don't know how to pull it.
It's not like you're pulling a big fifth wheel or a big class A or something where you have to really plan your paths. Having a small camper is not that bad. It's kind of like pulling a boat almost. And so that's our thoughts. My thoughts is traveling, can't beat the Class B. Camping, you can't beat a camper. That's what they call them, campers, actually. And but it's nice either way. And we really enjoy the fact that we have both. And some people ask me, are you getting rid of your Class B? It's like, nope. Can't get rid of the Class B. Love it. Love it. Nope.
I couldn't. No, I'm not getting rid of my Class B. Nope. I actually, with 2 camper trips in a row, I'm having a little Class B withdrawal.
I know, it's kind of funny. We go out and we say, let's
take it to the grocery store.
Let's go to the grocery store. So we get in the Class B because it is what it is. It's compact
and you can put your cold food in the refrigerator on your way home.
Yeah.
Your ice cream stays hard.
Yeah.
And this Geo Pro has a really good refrigerator in it.
Yeah, 12-volt compressor.
Yeah, they both have 12 volt, and actually, I think the one in the Geo Pro actually outperforms the one in the Beyond, which is fine. But I think the one in
The Geo
Camper
Pro, the
outperforms
15
it.
kb was really good. I mean, that freezer was down to like -5 degrees all the time in Key West. So
Was your thermometer
yeah,
functioning correctly then?
yeah, I have the sensors.
Okay, so
my
that
sensor.
was true then. Huh?
Yeah.
You get some good hard ice cream in there.
Yeah, but
Yeah, we froze ice in there every day. Doesn't have an ice maker, so we had to use little trays, but we could make smoothies every day, and that's because he did something to the power, and he's going to talk about that later. The power.
that'd be a different
setup.
video.
Yep.
Yeah, different video.
So you have to tune in for that one.
Mm-hmm. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you found some information out of this video, something that might help you. If you got any questions, just leave a comment below. I'd love to hear if you got a camper, if you got a Class B or a C. Class C's are nice
Or
too.
you have both.
Or if you have both. So
No.
leave a comment, and we'll hopefully see you on the road. Everybody have a great day. Go out and see America. It's a wonderful place. Bye.
Goodbye.